Hello, welcome to Dan Really Likes Wine with Pick and Pay, and another week when we're waiting to see when we can finally get hold of some wine ourselves. In South Africa, it has been an enormous challenge. It's been slightly easier in other parts of the world to get hold of South African wine, which is slightly bizarre because it is still on sale. And so we've been encouraging people, as you saw last week with Greg Sherwood from Handford Wines, to go out and to buy South African wine all over the world. Greg has been selling wine in South Africa, and today's guest is somebody who drinks rather a lot of wine out of London. He is South African, but he's based over in the UK. And he's someone who not that long ago wasn't really a massive wine person. In fact, the first time I met him was at a cricket tournament, and the extent of his interest in beverages other than energy drinks was flying fish. And he wasn't 12 at the time, which was slightly surprising. But he's developed an enormous passion for wine. He's got an incredible wine list at his lodge on the Kruger. And dare I say, if not quite an expert, then he's certainly become something of an aficionado. Hello, Kevin Pietersen.
Dan, how are you, buddy? I wouldn't say I'm an aficionado. I wouldn't say that I'm a connoisseur. I just know what I like, and my taste is very, very simple. But I also believe that the wine tastes as good as the people that you're drinking it with. So I'm not one of these dudes that can go and take out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pound bottle of wine and think it's amazing if I'm just sitting around drinking it by myself. I'm very happy to drink 15, 20, 30 pound bottle of wine. Tastes nice, good company, does enough for me.
What's interesting for me is that with a number of spaces, you have very quickly gone from not terribly interested to incredibly passionate. We can look at golf, where you weren't really that interested in golf, and now you're very passionate, not very good, but very passionate. Conservation wasn't really on your horizon, and now you are as influential a celebrity in the world of conservation in Africa as we have. And then there was wine. You didn't really know a huge amount about it. It wasn't something you were terribly interested in. And then you really jumped in with a huge amount of enthusiasm.
Yeah, I suppose it's maturing, Dan. You can say it's maturing. You can say that it's acquiring a taste for something. And listen, when you're on the roller coaster and the merry-go-round of international sport, as much as we were, I didn't drink a lot throughout my career. Yes, I binge drink when we won a test match or we lost a test match or something, but I wasn't a big drinker. So I was never going to be one of these guys that has a glass of wine at night. Jess and I never really did it until my career finished. So I was never ever going to find out what I absolutely loved in terms of wine until I finished playing. Again, golf. I know a lot of cricketers and a lot of sportsmen play golf, but I moved out to London and we lived in central London. So actually, a round of golf is an hour to a decent golf course, hitting balls for half an hour, then playing for 4 hours, then a drink after. That's literally a day out of of my my schedule, which I just never did. So now that we moved out here, I can enjoy golf, and I suppose it's just acquiring a taste and a very simple taste, might that be?
The wine that you drink is predominantly South African. I watch
Yeah,
closely on social media, and it's great to see you celebrated. And I think a
yeah,
lot of that comes from a lot of the friendships that you've developed. You're a good friend of Johan
yeah.
Rupert, a good friend of Ernie Els. There are a lot of people you've met or you've come to know who've got
Yeah,
their own wine interests.
absolutely. So I'd be a fool not to try their wine, taste their wine, enjoy their wine. And when you've got that personal touch to something, you want to help them. It's like your TV show. It's something like that. We've developed a great friendship over the last 5, 6, 7 years, however many years. And if I get the opportunity to come and help you out, or just have a chat with you or whatever, then I'll help you out, try it and see if I like it. And if we like it, we can hang out and we can keep doing the same thing. And it's, I suppose, the same as playing golf with friends, and it's the same as drinking wine. So yeah, Roops has got good wine. Jeremy Ord's got nice wine. Uh, my favorite is a little wine in Robertson. It's just something that I came across when we were building our lodge in South Africa, and I got a message on Instagram, hey, I'd love to supply you wine to the lodge, la la la. So I said, well, before you supply me the wine, can I taste it? So the guy sent me up a couple of batches. Batches up, that's probably not the right word. And I now drink it here in London. It's beautiful. It's called Arendsig, and it's a little family. in Robertson, and they make the most delightful wine. It's obviously not a huge brand, and that'll surprise a lot of people. Oh, you're not drinking a big brand. Well, I like something, and when I like something, I'll just drink it. I don't need to go and drink a big brand. But it's not saying, and it might not be the best, but goodness, it tastes beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's a very simple philosophy we have on Dan Really Likes Wine. A good wine is one that you like, and a bad wine is one that you don't. So if you like
Yeah.
it, then it's clearly a good wine. You've got two of the bottles there. I know you've got a red and a white. I don't think we have exactly the same ones, but we're going to be drinking some wine nonetheless. What whites have you got there, Kevin?
I've got the Chardonnay, Block
Uh-huh.
A15.
And which year?
Have you got the Chardonnay?
I do actually. I've got the Block A15. I've got a 2017 of it, which has been chilling nicely, not too much, but chilling nicely in the fridge.
Yep.
I'm always interested in terms of taste. I've got a fairly democratic approach to wine. There's not much wine I won't drink and won't enjoy. Do you have particular leanings with either red or white or particular grapes?
I'm a red guy, Dan. I like it a little bit warmer, and it doesn't make me as hammered as white wine. If I'm going to be completely honest, if I start drinking this Chardonnay with Jess now, oh yeah, one bottle and I'm speaking a different language. Whereas I can easily just settle into one of their inspirational batches, the Grenaches or their Cab Savs or the Merlot, one of those, and I can sort of enjoy my evening and the next morning understand what we communicated about. Whereas if I got stuck into this Chardonnay, I'll be talking about all sorts, and I'll be waking up tomorrow morning going, "What on earth happened last night?"
Yeah, you spoke a little earlier about the delight of wine being the people you share it with, the people you enjoy it with, particularly now in lockdown. Jess is your drinking companion, amongst other titles. Is there a symmetry of palate in the Petersen house? Do you both
There,
like the same sort of wine?
yeah, but again, we're very, very simple in what we like. We're not name orientated, Dan. We're not name orientated at all with wine. I mean, it sounds a bit, um, what's the word, wanky if I tell you the story of how we got all this Arendsig, but we've got it in our lodge. I love it. Whenever I'm in South Africa, I'll always make sure that I've got some with me, wherever in the country I am. And then we got through, we got sent, Telegraph sent us a load of wine just before lockdown. So we finished that off. And then I also had a little stash here. So we got rid of that early doors in lockdown. And then I rang the guys at Arendsig and I said, geez, who sells, have you got any? So they said, I'll put you in touch with our supplier in London. They put me in touch with a supplier in London. There were 72 bottles left. And they said to me, they said, yes, good afternoon. Hi, how are you? Everything good? Yes, good. I said, Arendsig, what's happening there, Arendsig? Yes, so we've got 42 bottles of this, 3 bottles of this, 25 bottles of this, add up to. She said, how many bottles would you like? I said, all of them. She said, excuse me. I said, all of them. And how quickly can you get them to me? Because I've run out. So we now have a lot. And that being said, when school started and the Latin book started to come out, I've only drunk on Saturdays, Dan, now.
I reckon a bottle of Chardonnay could help your Latin, the impact it seems to have.
This is true. This is true.
Well, it does explain. I was reading the newspaper last week and saw that Arendsig had listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So we now know exactly why.
Really?
Only kidding. You bought it all. That was the suggestion.
Sorry. Here we go. See, 2 sips.
So you've got the Chardonnay. Give it a bit of a sip there. Tell me what you think of it. Does it appeal to you, and if so, why?
It really does. It's a nice dry, but also a little bit more fruity than most drinks. It's not as acidic. I find the Sauvignon Blanc now is way too acidic for me. I've gone off that, and I think that's the older you get, the more mature you get, and the more mature your taste buds get. And again, I mean, I sound like a bit of an idiot, but it just tastes nice to me. You know what I mean?
Well, That's all it needs to do, really. It's all it needs to do.
Yeah, it just tastes nice. I would hate to act like one of my mates, one of our good friends, Dan Wallace, and go, "Oh yes, well there's a bit of oak in it, and a bit of, I mean, there's an earthworm that must have gone through there about 3 weeks before it was cultivated."
It is a wonderful platform for being able to talk absolutely
Oh,
anything you want about.
oh,
But you've now the important part, which is that you enjoy it, but you enjoy the red more, and you made that fairly clear. And you've got some red. What red do you have with you there?
this one, okay. I've got the Grenache with me at the moment, an inspirational batch. And I mean, it's homegrown, and it's, yeah, it says what it says on the tin: single vineyard, grown against the Langeberg Mountains, gravel terrain, west-facing slope, class Buchs Eats, South Africa. And honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now this one is very fruity, very easy to drink. It's not heavy. It smells amazing. Um, and you know that you're going to enjoy it. It's one of the only wines that I can literally act like a numpty by swinging around the glass and giving it the smell and saying, "She's a goodie, and I'm going to take this on."
One of the big discussion points around wine is pairings. What do I drink wine with? How do I pair it? In terms of this wine, I'm going to suggest that Kevin Pietersen's favorite pairing would be a sunset, a fire, and Umganu Lodge.
Well, if it's not Umganu, we've got a pretty cool Boma operation here in London as well, and on many an occasion. So this time last week, we got stuck into a Zoom call with some very good friends of ours. Most of them South African, and we had Arendsig definitely had some sort of an after effect on Sunday morning. We took it deep, and we polished off a few bottles, but they're just so easy to drink. It's also it's same as the Chardonnay, the red. There's no acidity in it that makes you go, "Ooh, what was that?" It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I love promoting places that I like. So if I like something, I'll tell people. I don't get this for free. I'm paying for it. But it's so beautiful. And I met the family. It's a young family with young, beautiful children in Robertson. Lovely, lovely, lovely people. So I just hope that people like that do well. And Yeah, the lockdown, I suppose, hasn't been great in South Africa from a drinking perspective. But geez, if you owned a vineyard and you had a really nice batch in the UK, they've been very thirsty this side.
Yeah, and, you also speak of an area that I think is really starting to come to the fore in terms of more premium wine. For a long time, Robertson was more of the bulk wine, maybe slightly more entry level, or the
Really?
perception at least. But Robertson at the moment, there are a number of estates are making some exceptional wine. Arendsig is a very good example, and there are a number of others. So good on you for supporting the area, Kevin.
Where is through your knowledge on wine, how is Arendsig situated in the wine space in South Africa? Is it fairly big? Does everybody know a lot about it?
I would say no. I've actually been out to Arendsig, that long drive. It's quite easy to get lost trying to find it,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
worth making the effort to get there. It's still a fairly small level. I know Colleen Truter's doing a lot of work
yeah,
supporting them and what they do. And they're in a space where they're certainly not a mass producer. They're not one of the
no,
big rock star labels. They're just a really great blue collar brand who I think punch above their weight and make reasonably small volumes of some incredibly drinkable wine, as
yeah,
you and many others have discovered.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this one here, there's only 4,000 bottles crafted, so there's only a small batch of bottles, and it's stunning, absolutely stunning.
4,000 made, 3,800 of them sit in a cellar under a house at Wentworth, just outside of London. The, the wine list at Umganu. I know Umganu is your pet project. It's your spiritual home. You can't get there fast enough once this lockdown is done. Putting together the wine list, how much fun was that for you as a project that was, I suppose, fairly new to you?
Having to speak to you a few times wasn't fun, but because of your wine show and your knowledge, I thought that I may as well tap into it. And you'd probably tell me more of what I've got on there than I could tell you. I know we have got um, we've got the Optimas. I've got Ernie's stuff. I've got the Pro tier. So I've got a lot of Roops's wines. I think I might have Waterford. Not sure. We've got some champagnes on there. So we have some French champagne there. What have I got on there? I don't.
You've actually got a really nice selection. I had a very small hand in it. It was mostly the team at Meridian who structured it. And I think what you've done is it's done what most wine lists need to do. You'll know, having gone into top restaurants where you open the wine list and there are 82,000 different bottles, and it's the sort of Amit Bhatia, Jamie Rubin type wine list. Whereas I think what
Ken
most
Forrester.
yeah,
Ken Forrester.
is a
Got the
great
FM.
man.
We've got. Listen, we got the FMC. I think in the lodge, and for what we have in the lodge, I was in London last year with Jess, and we went to a restaurant, Zuma, in London. And I was looking through the wine list. I was, oh, Ken. We've got to support Ken. £85 for a bottle of FMC. So we get through a bottle, nail another bottle, and I mean, the rest is history. I can't even remember anything else. I go to Dubai last year, and I go out with Alan Stanton, a good friend of ours, and we go to Zuma in Dubai. Take a guess how much the FMC was there.
So let's put in rand, £85. That's what, about 1600 rand or thereabouts.
2,000 rand, yeah, 2,000 rand there.
2,000 rand. Say 2,500 rand.
230 US. How much is 230 US dollars?
Oh, that's close on
4,000
rand.
4,000 rand a bottle. How's that? I mean, how do you justify that?
Well, what it says to me is that if a South African wine is making it onto the wine list at that sort of price, it's because it's selling, and it speaks to the quality of South African wine set against top international wine. So
I agree 100% with you.
And sure as hell, Ken Forrester will take it.
Exactly right. Exactly right. But it is so beautiful. No matter where I am in the world, Dan, I will always look for a South African wine, and I will support that South African wine. I will not drink a French. I will not drink an Argentinian. I will not drink anything from the Napa Valley. I will go South African before I go anything else.
Well, good for you. That is fantastic to hear. And you'll be rewarded for it, because on combination of price and quality, you're not going to do any better anywhere else in the world. And that's very firm.
Agree.
We mentioned Umganu Lodge a few times. Before I let you go and make Jess those toasted sandwiches she can't wait for dinner.
Food's just arrived. I can see our food's just arrived. So come on.
We've spoken about Umganu. You're a very, very generous man, and I gave you a call last week about the Golf RSA Help Fund that I'm involved with. We're raising money for golf communities in South Africa, and we're using a lot of wine spaces. Ernie's been very kind. The guys down at Rupert's Wine Brands have been very kind, and you've been very kind as well. You've offered something very special and very generous for people to bid on.
Yeah, a 3-night stay at my lodge. And I've done that quite a bit for quite a few charities that I believe in, charities that I want to support. And again, it's not just about giving up my lodge for a few nights, but it's about giving people the opportunity to go and live in the wild and enjoy the sound of the fish eagle, the hippos at night, the hyenas at night, swimming in the pools, and just having that complete time to themselves with their family and with their loved ones. I think protecting our planet at the moment is so important. Giving the opportunity to have done that quite a few times, to now own a place out there, and then give people the opportunity to go and do it themselves and get that spiritual connection with South Africa as a foreigner, or even that spiritual and emotional connection as a South African with somewhere in South Africa that should be so protective and well looked after. I think that's the main reason why a charity that I really believe in, and something that I really believe in, I don't mind offering up our home for.
That's very, very generous of you. Thank you, Kevin. You'll see the link is on screen at the moment. This is all going, every single cent of it, to the Golf RSA Help Fund that's going well beyond golf. It's helping families and communities across South Africa. It's a beautiful lodge. You can technically fit about 120 people in there, but it's slightly fewer. You'll see the details on the website. And by some distance, the highlight as you arrive is the full-size nude sculpture fountain of Kevin Pietersen that, as you'll see, was clearly
Built
made
in,
on.
built in proportion.
Indeed, it was made on a very, very cold day. So our apologies there. To Kevin. KB, thank you so much for the time. Lovely to share it with you. Lovely to share some South African wine with you. Thanks for supporting South African wine amongst everything else you do. And we've had many, many glasses of wine in the past. I cannot wait for the next one in person, which will mean that the barriers are down and we're all able to spend time together again.
Love you, buddy.
There we go. Take care. Kevin Pietersen wrapping us up on Dan Really Likes Wine, a very special edition with a great South African. We'll be back home as soon as he can. Don't forget to have a look at that auction item. Join us through the course of the week. Our live tastings every Tuesday and Thursday, plus the Sommeliers series with Niederberg. And as soon as we're able to buy wine online, head over to Pick and Pay, jump online, buy some wine, and make sure you're supporting the South African industry. Have a great week. We'll see you again soon. A big thank you to Kevin Pietersen. Cheers.